The Best Food in Every State Part 1. When it comes to really experiencing all that a place has to offer, it's about the famous food, isn't it? Whether it's moving to a new city, visiting friends and family out of state, or heading off to a whole new country, there's always regional favorites that you just have to try. Wyoming, Rocky Mountain oysters. Nope, they're not oysters, they're battered and deep-fried bull testicles that have been a try it if you dare part of Rocky Mountain cuisine. Reported to be aphrodisiacs, this questionably cringe-worthy famous food even has its own festivals, like the Testicle Festival in Evanston, Wyoming, via King FM. Wyoming public media says they're surrounded by some fascinating cowboy lore. Some stories tell of ranch hands throwing huge parties and frying up some newly harvested Rocky Mountain oysters, and that kind of explains their popularity. Who doesn't want to be a cowboy? Wisconsin, cheese curds. Wisconsin is famous for its cheese, and it's no wonder. The state is home to more than 1 million cows. Travel Wisconsin says that 90% of the state's milk is turned into cheese, and along the way, that milk is also being made into cheese curds. Separating the curds and whey is a critical part of cheese making, and those cheese curds are delicious deep-fried or as they are. You know they're as fresh as can be when they squeak when you bite into them. West Virginia, pepperoni rolls. WV Tourism provides a history of the famous pepperoni roll, which is essentially pepperoni wrapped in rolled dough then baked so the bread absorbs all that pepperoni deliciousness, but it's also so much more. It goes back to the state's coal mining past and an Italian immigrant named Giuseppe Argiro. When he saw coal miners heading off to work with a lunch of bread and a stick of salami or pepperoni, he decided he could combine the two into a portable pocket. It was an immediate hit with miners and West Virginians everywhere. Washington, salmon. National Geographic describes the famous food salmon as the ultimate wild food in North America, and when it comes to getting the freshest salmon possible, you have to go to Washington State. They take their salmon very seriously, and serious salmon fans can't find better than the fish at Seattle's Pike Place Market. Seattle Magazine calls salmon the city's fish mascot. Coho, king, sockeye, pink, or kata, destined for sushi or smoking, Seattle has you covered. Virginia ham. What is it about ham in Virginia that's so good that it takes the name of a state? WAMU 88.5 American University Radio says that to be the real famous food Virginia ham, it has to come from a pig that's only eaten foods it can forage, and peanuts. It's cured, spiced, hung, and smoked, then allowed to grow a layer of mold. It's so iconic because they've been doing it for a long time, since the colonial era, when Smithfield, Virginia was at the center of an industry that fed the new colonies. Vermont, maple syrup. According to the New England Maple Museum, Vermont produces around 2 million gallons of maple syrupy goodness every year, making this state the nationwide leader of the famous food. And they've been doing it a long time, too, since early settlers were taught the art of maple sugaring from the Native Americans, who had been doing it for generations. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.